It's plant-based, but it still tastes exactly the same, probably better. Get a little bit of that nice brown butter action. And nail it, baby. Let's go. Guess what we're having today? If you guess maple syrup, bud, you're in for a treat. My world famous mixture here. We're having French toast a la crunch, baby. If you know, then you know. I'm just trying to get it into the pan right now. Easy peasy. One more to do up. I did 4 on the side here. I'm going to start chewing. Wife's are going to be super hot and ready. I'm going to get a protein shake for myself. A glass of almond drink. We had 6 cups of tea. We're going to have another honey, warm water and honey, hot water and honey drink. So that's what we're doing right now. So if you would, please subscribe down below, hit that like button, and share the video with your friends. We're almost at 20,000. Will we hit 1 billion subscribers before 20,000 videos? If I hit 1 million subscribers, I probably will still do YouTube. But if I don't hit over 1 million subscribers, I'm probably not going to do YouTube when I'm done 20,000. I'll need either $20,000 super chats or 20,000 subscribers an hour for 20,000 hours straight. And that'll equal whatever. Some kind of number. 40 billion, 47 trillion. Alright, we got our bowl washed. We're going to have a nice bowl of berries. We're going to let that thaw for about a half hour, and get to it. But first, we're going to have some French toast, protein shake, and a couple cups of tea here. Peel this orange for the wife. She's going to have orange slices and this wonderful meal I've prepared for her, like a boss. Hopefully you've done something nice for your wife. I'm going to give my wife a foot rub and a back rub after she eats. And then I'm going to run her a bath. Just treating my wife right. She's a very, very good woman. A very nice lady. Sometimes. I've been married 20 years, so you guys probably don't even have like, I have gotch that are 25 years old. I have t-shirts that are 30 years old. You guys and me are not the same. I have clothes from Value Village that I still wear from 20 years ago. Me, you're not the same. The only thing Gucci I own, wait, sorry, I don't own anything Gucci. Thought I'd make that very clear, very quickly, alright? I have zero respect for anybody who wears Gucci, Da Vinci, or anything. You can't even wear Club Monaco around me, I'll knock you out. Understand? Alright, compost stuff here. We'll get that in there. Lovely, lovely. And compost always goes at the far back of your property. Nowhere near your property, eh? So, some of you got your compost like next to your house. That's awesome. You shouldn't have nothing next to your house. You understand? What you want to do here is just a little tiny dash of the beer. And that's going to give the wonderful texture that you're going to see here in a minute. Who do we got in the house today? We got Naomi in the house. How you doing, Naomi? Welcome. Making this wonderful French toast for the lovely, lovely lady of my life. Oh, look how perfect this French toast is. You can't make this up, folks. So now that you've got this going, you're gonna turn your heat up slightly. You're gonna give your counter a little bit, your oven, wherever you're not, a little wipe. Keep everything super tidy. I've washed the counter and sanitized, but I'll have to wash the ovens after I'm done cooking. Give them a good scrub with my scrub daddy. And I'm gonna have some French toast here in a minute. I've already prepared my French toast like this. I'm gonna put some beurre on there, and then we're gonna plate it with, just give me a second, I'm drooling, maple syrup and a little plant-based butter. So I'm washing a couple of forks right now, and I'm gonna wash, I put everything in the cup here, and that way it soaks and gets nice and clean even before I get to it. I fill it up with hot soapy water, and I leave it in a coffee cup, and I rinse all the dishes off before I put them in my sink. And this is how everything stays so clean. You should see inside my sink. You could eat out of this sink, and you'd be A-okay with it. You could have a big bowl of soup out of here, but that's what your sink should feel like. You should want to eat out of your sink just because it's so clean, you know? So, now that that's did, one fork, one butter knife. Hang on, there's more coming here. We got butter knife, we got another fork. My wife doesn't like cutlery. I love cutlery. When I was in, I was 12. I got a job dishwashing in 1992. I remember that. 1992. I was making, I think, $4.75 an hour or $5 an hour. I'm not really sure. I was 12 years old and I washed dishes for adults. Tell me that's not slavery. So, for pennies, for pennies they had me washing dishes. It's just wrong, It's just wrong. So, adults should be paying adults to do adult labor. Children should be playing soccer, period. Now, here we are. So I spent my summer washing dishes and making up lies for why I didn't want to come into work on Fridays and Saturdays. Oh, the good old days. It's just, and I had horrible employers too. My bosses were horrible. All the people that I worked with they all thought of me as like their little brother. They're like, oh, don't worry, I'll do all that. And, hey, do you want some free food? And don't worry, when she leaves, I'll get you ice cream. And don't worry about that. We're gonna take care of that. You don't have to do any of that. I was like, damn, every time I leave here, I feel shitty. And it was because of my bosses, eh? I was 12, But all the staff there were all like, oh, don't worry, I know they're so mean. They're so mean here, eh? I'm like, yep. It didn't matter where I went, in what kitchen. There was always someone who yelled at everybody, and it was just kitchens are an awful industry. If I could go back, I should make like a TV show where I kick all the dirty chefs' asses. Like in one day, because chefs are nothing. They're just pudgy little grease balls full of nothing but greed and hate, you know what I mean? But chefs are really dirty people, man. And where I'm from, I know a lot of chefs that were abusing the staff. And I couldn't believe it. Chefs used to beat up people in the back of the kitchen where I'm from. And I was like, oh, this is not happening. And one time I remember I almost peed because this huge fat chef ran this guy like 16 feet across the floor, knocked over like a 50-gallon soup pot and slammed this guy up against the freezer, a walk-in freezer, and started threatening him. And the guy was like screaming. He was trying to fight back, but the guy was too fat and he couldn't really move him because he was a scrawny dude. And I was like, oh my God, this is happening. And I stayed quiet. It was I was embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that I stayed quiet. I should have said something. I should have ran at the dude and kicked his knee out or something, but I didn't help the guy. And I felt really bad. The chef was so crazy, you're not going to believe what happened. So I quit that job because of this guy. And I go and I get a recommendation
I want to work at this other place. So I go to this other really ritzy restaurant and I work there. I get the job and they tell this crazy chef that I'm a sous chef when I get there. I'm like, I don't remember how old I was. Listen, this happened. The guy is the guy from the other kitchen, the reason why I left. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? He went to this restaurant. And I'm like, oh, for good God. He was diddling all the women that worked there now. Now he wasn't beating up men. He was messing with the older ladies there. I was like, this guy is the biggest creep. You can't make this stuff up, yo. So, but they call it, I call it like a hierarchy system. Places of power will always land, innocent people in a lot of bad places, a lot of problems, because of these people that are creepy. I don't know how else to put it, but creepy. And true story. Man, would I ever love to get my hands on that dude, yo. I don't remember his name or nothing, but he is one of the grossest dudes I've ever come across. About 350 pounds, 6'5", 6'4". All right. Oh no, Toby. How are you? I'm back. Toby wants to ask, can I ask you a question? Tobias. No, you cannot. You can super chat me a question, but I refuse to answer any questions from the Penis Gallery today. Alright? Thank you for tuning in. I will see you all when I see you. Look at the toast on me, bro. Look onto it. All you fat chefs out there, fear me. I'm coming for you. I'll make a new YouTube channel. That guy that beats up the fat chef bully beater upper, hey? That skinny Icelandic hot chef is coming for you, bud. I'll see you next time, folks. You can't make